I decided to go ahead and start getting these turnips over into the garden. I remember over there I had worked on that 4x8 square, fixed it all up. Well, I let it sit for about a week or so and watered it a few times. Of course, it got rained on, and you know, we had some bad weather and stuff like that. And my work schedule, you know, was a little tough. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and start going through these, and you can look in there and see how they've been growing in the bag. Some of them are putting roots out, some of them are putting leaves out, some of them aren't doing anything. So let me grab that. Anyway, you can look over there and see where I've moved a bunch of them out there. And if you remember, these four right here are turnips that I had put in, and they're putting up their leaves. And then the peas are back there, they're popping up. So there's my turnips, the ones that are putting up greens already. So I figured I'd go ahead and I just place them in there, and now I'm gonna dig around a little bit and stick them down in the dirt with the greens sticking up. And after I do that, I'll probably take a couple of bags of compost and manure that's in there and kind of give it another layer, not covering the greens, but just give it another layer of compost and manure to help kind of fill this this raised bed out. And the reason I'm doing this is for the greens. If you remember in one of my other videos where I went dumpster diving, I had found the dumpster was full of turnips. Had a bunch of turnips, so I grabbed a bunch and I brought them home. So stick them in my garden so I can have me some turnip greens. These things are definitely putting out their turnip greens. They're wanting to grow. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do after I get this planted, I think I'm going to build me a little, like put a, what do they call it, hoops with plastic over it, kind of create my own little hoop house here. I'll probably do the same thing for the kale, because the kale's having a tough time coming on. Not growing nearly as quickly as I thought it would. But I think if I did a little hoop house over it, then that'll keep it warmer, and then maybe they'll come on too. So let me get a little busy. Okay, well, I was out here working, had my camera stuck down in the dirt, and I thought it was filming. So I talked for a couple of minutes and didn't actually get it on camera. But I'm getting a few of these planted in the dirt here. That one was a little bit tall. So you can see how I got a few of these already down in the dirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to use that little tool there. I'm going to dig and put these down in there, just leaving the greens out at the top, and I'll be right back. Okay, some of them I had to turn sideways because they were too long. I couldn't get them, you know. But anyway, I couldn't get them to go down far enough, so I had to turn them sideways. But after the tops grow some, and these will come on. I mean, they looks like I might have buried them a little bit too much, but the greens are there. The greens are going to come on. And it's winter time, so well, it's almost winter time. It's cold. It gets cold at night. So, but anyway, these things are going to start coming on and doing perfectly fine. And all those other turnip greens I got it sitting up there waiting, they're going to go into this one. This one I'm going to do the same way I've done this one here. And then won't be long until I'll be getting some more of these raised beds, and a bunch more cardboard and go ahead and be building out this little garden here. And hopefully, I'm hoping by the spring I'll have what do they call it? A tremendous victory garden. The deer come up here and drink out of this. And this. This one's a little bit dirty, but had the compost in it. Of course, these little potatoes I need to get in the dirt too. It's just every time I turn around, I'm going off to work for the other man and don't have time to come out here and do much. But my garden's coming on. It's changing slowly. In here, the spinach, the onions. Those are just the green onions that you clip the tops off of to eat. I call them bunch onions because you can buy them in a little bunch. And there I've got 3 sweet potatoes. And yeah, I will be putting some more of that stuff on here. I'm going to end up filling it in as much as that side is. Just let those sweet potatoes sit over the winter and see what happens. Oh, all right. Wish me luck on my gardens.